Hey there, and welcome to The Explainer. So, let's talk about something real. Have you ever been in a situation where you know your English is good, but you just feel like your accent is, I don't know, getting in the way? Well, today we're going to change that. We're going to lay out the actual blueprint for building a natural-sounding American accent. And listen, this isn't about losing who you are. Not at all. It's about adding an incredible new tool to your toolbox, one that gives you a ton of clarity and confidence. So let's get into it.
Okay, so let's just tackle the elephant in the room right away. You might be sitting there thinking, wait a minute, why should I go through all this trouble? Why should I even try to sound American? And you know what? That is a totally fair question. It's a lot of work, right? But the reason, well, it goes a little deeper than you might think. I want you to think about it like this. It is not, and I repeat, not about erasing your identity. It's about gaining access. Access to being perfectly understood in that important work meeting. Access to just easier, more natural conversations with people you meet. And maybe the most important thing of all, access to a new feeling of confidence every single time you open your mouth to speak. The goal isn't to be a perfect copy of someone else. The goal is connection.
So how are we going to get there? We've got a four-part game plan. First, we're setting our goal, which is all about natural confidence. Then, we'll crack open the American Sound Blueprint and see what's inside. After that, I'll give you a super powerful daily workout that professional actors use. And finally, we'll pull it all together so it all just flows.
All right, part one. Let's be really clear about our target here. We are not trying to become some flawless accent robot. No way. The real win, the prize, is sounding natural and confident. It's that feeling you get when your amazing ideas land exactly how you want them to because you feel totally at ease saying them. It's all about being understood, not about being perfect.
Okay, now for the really cool part, the blueprint itself. Think of any accent, but especially the American one, as having two key ingredients. You've got the music, that's the rhythm, the melody, the overall vibe of the language, and then you've got the mechanics, the specific sounds and mouth shapes that create the words. Let's start with the music, because that's the foundation for everything else.
So, American English has this thing called a stress-timed rhythm. That's a fancy way of saying it has a beat, kind of like music. Certain words get the emphasis. Bam! They're a little louder, a little longer. The other, less important words, they get squeezed in between. It creates this pulse. And another huge part of the music is downward intonation. When you state a fact, your voice naturally goes down at the end. It sounds confident. Try it. Say, I'm going to the store. See how your voice drops on store? That little drop is everything.
And that stress we were just talking about, it is absolutely not just for decoration. It's critical. It can change the entire meaning of a word. For example, think about a record you play on a turntable versus the action to record your voice. See? Record, record, same exact letters, totally different word. Or what about a present you get for your birthday versus when you present your work to your team? It's all in where you put the musical stress.
So we've got the music down. Now for the mechanics, what I like to call the secret sounds. First, Americans have really wide open vowels. The word cat isn't just cat, it's cat. Then there's that super strong R sound. It's not a soft wada, it's a hard water. We've also got the schwa, that lazy sound that's everywhere, like in banana. And last but not least, my absolute favorite, the secret weapon, the flap T. The flap T is probably the biggest shortcut to sounding more natural. And it's so simple. Here's the deal. Whenever you have a T sound that's stuck between two vowel sounds, Americans get kind of lazy, or actually efficient, and they turn it into a soft, quick D sound. It just makes speech faster and smoother. It's a total game changer. Just listen to this sentence. If I say it really carefully with hard T's, it sounds kind of clunky. It's better to eat butter in the city. A little robotic, right? But now, listen to how an American would actually say it using the flap T. It's better to eat butter in the city. You hear that? All those T's just melt into D's, and the whole thing just flows together beautifully. Go ahead, try it. Say it fast. You'll feel it. So you know the music, you know the sounds, but how do you actually get your mouth to do it? Well, you're going to train like an actor. This section is all about the single best technique for building that muscle memory. It's a workout that trains your brain, your ears, and your mouth all at the same time. The technique is called shadowing, and it's literally what it sounds like. You become a person's vocal shadow. You pick a native speaker, you listen to them, and you try to repeat what they say in real time, like an echo. You're not just copying the words, you're copying the rhythm, the pitch changes, the feeling behind it. You are literally matching them sound for sound.
And it's super easy to get started. Step 1. Find a short clip of someone speaking, like 30 seconds from a TV show or a YouTube video. Step 2. Listen to just one line. Then pause and repeat it back. Simple. Step 3. Once you're comfy with that, play the line again, and this time, try to speak right on top of them at the exact same time. And step 4, and this is the crucial one, record yourself doing it, and then listen back and compare it to the original. That's where the magic happens.
And I want you to understand, this is way more than just pronunciation practice. When you shadow, you are literally rewiring your brain. You're training your ears to notice all the little nuances of the music. You're training your brain to predict the patterns. And you're training the actual muscles in your face to make shapes they might not be used to. It's a full-on workout for your entire speech system.
All right, we're in the home stretch. Part 4. We've got the music, we've got the mechanics, we've got our workout. Now we just have to put all the pieces together so we can go from practicing in a room to having a natural, easy flow in a real conversation. This is where it all clicks into place. So, look at this. On the left, you have textbook English. I am going to give me that. Nobody talks like that in real life. On the right, you have how people actually speak. I'm gonna, give me that. I don't know. This is called connected speech, where all the words mush together. Embracing these little shortcuts and contractions is the final secret to sounding relaxed, natural, and fluent.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground. All this theory is great, but it doesn't mean anything if you don't use it. So, are you ready to stop just learning and start actually doing? Ready to turn all this practice into real, noticeable progress? Because that's what this is all about.
So here it is, your first challenge. I want you to pick just one of these. Don't get overwhelmed. Option 1, shadow a 30-second clip, but ignore the words and just focus on copying the musical rhythm. Option 2, master that flap T. Just repeat, the better butter is in the city water over and over, getting faster each time. Or option 3, my favorite. Pick a simple story you know really well and just tell it out loud, but with that full, confident, downward intonation American attitude. As you go off and try this stuff, please remember the most important takeaway from our entire blueprint. You don't need to be perfect. You just have to be you. Be authentic. This whole process is just about giving your awesome personality a clearer, more confident voice to shine through.
So I'm going to leave you with a final question to chew on. After you've practiced the music, the sounds, the flow, after you've built this new skill, what's the very first thing you're going to say with your new American confidence? Whatever it is, I want you to picture yourself saying it loud and proud. You've totally got this. Happy practicing!